Hello, everybody. Hello, thank you for joining me here at People Are Talking. I'm LaDonna Crawford. I'm going to be bringing you a short story today. The short story is called Chloe and the Patrolman. It is a mystery, a suspense story. I do hope you like it. Chloe was on a vacation from her position at the school. It was June 25th. School had been let out for the summer. Chloe was 25 years old. She was the only child. She had parents in Stockton, California. She lived in San Francisco, California. She decided to go and visit them for the weekend. They would be so happy to see her. She decided to sit down and have a nice salad and watch television. She wanted to make sure that the weather was going to be okay before she set out on her trip. So she sat down and she turned on the television and she proceeded to eat her salad. While she was watching her show, there was an interruption on the show, the breaking news story. Breaking news, there's a group of men and women who have been carjacking the citizens of California and San Francisco area. They've been patrolling the highways and they have been portraying themselves as peace officers. Sometimes they even portray themselves as highway workers in order to stop your car so that they can hijack your car. Please be careful. If you see anything suspicious, please report it to the California Highway Patrol or call 911. Thank you. Okay, oh my gosh. That's all she needed to hear. She's going to take her trip. But, I'm not going to be paranoid. I can't live that way, Chloe said. So she continued to watch her television show. She watched the news. The weather was perfect. It was beautiful. She said she decided to take a little quick nap after she ate her salad so that she could be bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and rested up for the trip. She lied down on the sofa as she took her nap. She woke up. The phone was ringing. She answered the phone. Hi, babe. How are you? Hi, Mom. I'm fine. How are you? I'm doing fine. Your dad and I are wondering when you're going to be heading this way so that we can be looking out for you. Okay, Mom. I'm going to be leaving out here in about 30 minutes. I've had my nap. I've eaten. I've done everything I need to do. Checked everything here. So I'll be coming. I'm going to try and make it, of course, before it gets dark. So I'm going to be heading out in 30 minutes. I'm going to be taking my cell phone with me. Okay, babe. Your dad says hi, sends his love, and we'll see you soon. Okay, Mom. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Chloe hung up the phone, and she went through the house, make sure everything was cut off, put in its place, pulled the curtains. She set the alarm. She has an alarm. You can't be too careful these days, she said. So she gathered her little bag for the weekend. She got her favorite disc, CD, and she grabbed her phone and she ran out the door. She went to the car. She got in the car. And she started up and she started driving out. I better stop and get gas, just to be safe. You never know. So she stopped and she got gas. She got in the car and she put the car in cruise control and she headed out. She was listening to her favorite music, her favorite group, which was the Bee Gees. She loved older music. So she was cruising, listening to her music, and she looked down to check her phone to see if there was any messages that she didn't get or see. Well, she saw the phone was getting low on her battery. Oh my gosh. I forgot to charge my battery, my phone, and I didn't bring my charger. Well, it won't be long. It's not that long. Let's go to Mom and Dad's house. So she continued driving. It was such a beautiful day. So she decided she had a convertible car, by the way. Fairly new. It was a Mustang, candy apple red. She left the top down, and she just cruising it, let the breeze just blow through her hair, and it was just really wonderful. There wasn't very much traffic. It was a Friday afternoon. So she's cruising along, and there's a car coming up on her, behind her. She looks in the rear mirror. Oh, okay. It's been a while since she's seen any cars. Oh, my goodness. That looks like someone from the Caltrans department. Well, it's hard to tell. I can't see. They have a light on their car at the top. So she says, well, I think they want to go around. So she just, moved to the other lane to let them go around. Well, they moved to the other lane too. Oh, okay. She thought that was suspicious, but she didn't dwell on it. She kept riding, listening to her music, and she was singing, humming to the tune. All of a sudden, the car came up behind her and came on the side of her. And there were 3 people involved in the car riding. There were 2 males in the front and an old lady in the back. And she remembered, oh my God, the news break. These are the people that fit the description. Oh my God. She looks around. She looks in the rearview mirror. There's no other cars around. Oh my God. So she looked down at the phone and she saw that she had 10% battery left. And she had a good hour to drive to get home to her parents' house before she could even charge the phone. Oh my, I may have to pull over. So she quickly let her top up. And she says, okay, I'm not going to think negative. Maybe this is just a coincidence. I'm just spooked by the news. I watch too much news. So she put her top up just to be safe. Meanwhile, she just decided to see, I gotta know, I don't know, are they following me or is it just coincidence? So she sped up. She changed lanes. Guess what? They sped up and they changed lanes too, behind her. Oh my God. It's not my imagination. I'm not just paranoid. These people are following me. Just then when she said that, the car swerved over to her driver's side, to the left lane. They caught up with her. They were telling her to pull over. They were pointing to her to pull over. And she was like saying no. She was shaking her head. No. So she's just driving and she said, oh my God, help me. She starts praying the Lord. Please God, let me make it safely to the next exit. I'm going to get off of this highway on the next exit. So she's driving along. They're trailing behind her, right alongside. They're making all kind of gestures for her to pull over. She's just looking straight ahead. She's so scared. She's trembling. She could hardly hold the wheel. She said, okay. There's an exit coming up soon. I know it. So she says, I can see it is coming. Just then, she gets to the exit, and it's been closed down for repairs, roadside repairs. Oh my God. I don't know what to do. Lord, please help me. I'm all alone out here. These people are trailing me. The next exit isn't for a while now. I don't know what to do. She looks down at her phone. And she's like, oh my God. It's on 2 now. She has 2 bars on her phone. What am I going to do? Oh my God. She didn't bring any pepper spray or anything. She didn't think she needed to. I just want to go see my parents, Father God. Of all people, I would be the one. I just watched this on the news. This is just surreal. It just doesn't seem real. Am I dreaming? Have I fallen asleep or something and I can't wake up? So she's just driving fast, but she's trying to be safe. She doesn't want to have an accident. They're keeping up with her. She looks at the phone. It's totally off now. There's no bars, nothing. Just, oh my God. I don't know what to do. So they slow down and she says, okay, maybe they're going to leave me alone. They slow down and they get behind her. And she realizes, she looks up in the rearview mirror. They're quickly coming up on her. Oh my God, they're going to force me off the road. The car bumps her. Oh my God, she went forward. She has a seatbelt on, luckily. Oh my God. She tries to move over to the right lane. They move over there. And they bumps her. And she says, oh my God, I'm going to die here. I'm going to die on this road. No one's going to know what happened. I'm all alone. And she just started crying, praying, God, please don't do this to me. My parents, they'll never get over it. And she just sped up. And they sped up. And they bumped her again. And her car went off the road, over to the shoulder, and knocked her to the shoulder of the road. And it kind of spun halfway around. And then it started smoking. She tried to start it up and she couldn't. She just kept pushing on the accelerator. It wouldn't start it up. Oh my God. I'm going to die here. She started saying her prayers. Oh my God, please forgive me for my sins. So I'm so sorry. I don't know if I've done anything to harm anyone. Please, God, please take care of my parents, Lord. Please, I'm worried about them. And she looks up and then the driver of the car is approaching hers. And she just starts screaming. She just starts screaming. And she was holding her head, screaming. And then she said, okay, this is it. Oh my God, this is it. So she opened her eyes, and then she opened her eyes just then she saw the flashing lights. Okay, approaching. Who is that? Well, it was the highway patrol. Oh my God. They came up. They grabbed, it was one man, just one officer. He came up, he grabbed the man. He pulled his gun out. He told him to get down on the ground. He handcuffed him. He went to the car. He made everyone get down on the ground and sit down on the ground. And he cuffed them all. And he called in on his radio for backup. He came to her. Ma'am, I'm so sorry. How are you okay? Oh my God, officer, thank you so much. What is your name, ma'am? I'm Chloe Robinson. Okay, I'm Officer Dallas Ryan. I'm so sorry. And she says, officer, is this the gang that I saw on the news today? He said, yes, it is. And you're very lucky, ma'am. You're very lucky. I showed up when I did. I said, oh my God. I said, I've been praying, officer. They ran me off the road. He said, I know. He said, I know. This is my highway. This is my area that I patrol. And I was coming up on it and I saw everything. So he And she says, "Officer, I don't have any way to call my parents. I'm on my way to their house in Stockton. My phone is out, charger." He says, "It's okay. Don't worry about it." He says, "Guess what, ma'am? I happen to carry an extra charger in my car. I can give it to you." So he gave it to her. She gave him all the information to make the report. And he says, "Someone will be in touch with you for this. They will be transported to jail from here. Thank you so much, ma'am. You have saved a lot of more people in the future by this happening to you and them being caught. This will save a lot of more grief for people down the road. Thank you so much." And she said, "Thank you, officer." He said, "Someone will be in touch with you." And she says, "Dallas Ryan?" He said, "Yes, ma'am." He said, "Okay, thank you." So he said, "I suggest you call your parents and let them know you're okay. Don't tell them anything about this until you get there. You don't want to worry them." So she shook his hand and he actually hugged her. And then he took the prisoners away, the bad guys. He called for a tow truck for their car to be towed to the police yard. She got in her car, and it just so happened to start up again. Of course, she left the window up. She went home. She made it to her parents' house. She told them everything that happened. They were so grateful, and they hugged, and everyone kissed and cried and laughed and thanked the Lord. The next day, the mom and Chloe and the dad all got up. They had a wonderful, nice breakfast. And the mom said, "Sweetheart, you need to call and thank the good officer again and let his supervisor know." She says, "Okay, I will." She says, "Mom, I'm going to run into the restroom. Would you start the call for me?" So the mom called, and she says, "Okay, I got him on the line." So she came to the phone and she said, "I want to thank Officer Dallas Ryan for helping me yesterday and to catch those gang of carjackers just when they had run me off the road to take my car." And they said, "Ma'am, could you repeat the name again?" She says, "Officer Dallas Ryan." They said, was this Route 66? She says, "Yes." She says, "Okay, is your mom there?" She said, "Yes." And they said, "Well, may I speak to her, please?" And the mom talked on the phone, and she says, "Okay, yes, I will let her know." Yes. So she hung up the phone, and she said, "Mom, what happened? Why did they hang up?" He said, "Honey, sit down. I need to tell you something." They said Officer Dallas Ryan was actually a patrolman for 20 years, although he lost his life on that highway 5 years ago. It's been reported over the years since then that he's been patrolling that highway, keeping people safe even now that he's passed on. So she says, "Oh my God, Mom, he actually saved me." She says, "Well, that was the only one there. You know his name. You've never seen him before. You don't know his name." So they said, "Well, you need to come in and finish your report, and you'd like to look at a picture." So all three went to the police station. They showed her the picture, and he has a picture on the wall, of course, as well. And that was actually the police officer that helped her. However, he was helping her from the other side. Thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my story. If you enjoyed it, please share with your family and friends. I hope you have a great day. Be good to yourself. And remember, Jesus loves you, even if you don't know him or love him. Peace, everybody.